Hello everyone, Happy New Year and welcome back to my channel. My name is Carolyn Vig and I'm a body positive personal trainer and a health and wellness coach. So it is January, it is the new year, and diet culture and the pressure to diet is literally everywhere. As a body positive health and fitness professional, this is definitely a challenging time of year for both myself and my clients. There is a lot of pressure to start a new diet, to feel like you have to reassess your views on yourself and your body and body positivity in general. And there's a lot of pressure to feel negative about yourself and to buy into this idea that we need to diet and we need to exercise in order to fix ourselves and get rid of our perceived flaws. And this really sucks. This is a hard time of year, especially if you are someone who is trying to recover from yo-yo dieting or even an eating disorder, or someone who has just been working to develop a better relationship with themselves and their body. And yeah, it's just really challenging. So today I wanted to make hopefully a quick video that gives you some alternatives for goals, intentions, or resolutions that you can set for this new year, for 2019, that don't have the same body negative connotations and body negative just energy that most New Year's resolutions tend to have. So thinking back on past resolutions that you've probably made, and you know, this has been my experience as well as a person who lives in a diet culture that is obsessed with perfecting bodies. My New Year's resolutions in the past have usually had something to do with finally committing to some sort of macro counting or calorie counting diet, committing to some sort of perfect idea of meal prep or the perfect diet, committing to some really intense workout program that is meant to finally give me the body that I think I am supposed to have. And I'll be honest, I am totally done with resolutions like that because they are based in a lot of negativity, a lot of kind of this feeling of needing to chase enoughness, that, you know, I'm making this resolution because I am not enough in the body that I have right now, and I need to punish myself. I need to chase this kind of perfection in order to be allowed to feel okay with myself. At least for me and for a lot of people that I know and that I work with, that's sort of the mentality that surrounds this type of year and surrounds New Year's resolutions. And that's not fun. It kind of sucks. And I would love to introduce and help people experience a different type of energy in the new year. So what are some body positive resolutions that you can make, or body positive intentions that you can make for 2019? Here are some ideas. First, I want to talk about nutrition-related resolutions, because I think nutrition-related or diet-related resolutions are some of the most popular to make in January in the new year. This year, I'm hearing a lot of talk about the keto diet, about intermittent fasting, and of course, your typical just really low-calorie, low energy and low nutrient diets that people are starting with the purpose of losing weight. Now, the problem with a lot of these types of diets and these types of nutritional pursuits is that they're actually really risky and dangerous. You know, when you go on a diet that is really low calorie, really low energy, that cuts out entire food groups or is really restrictive in some way, it puts you at risk for a lot of side effects. You know, nutritional deficiencies being one, eating disorders being another, and actually future weight gain is one of the most common outcomes of going on a weight loss diet. So instead of doing that again, like most of us have in the past, you know, experienced starting a diet, maybe keeping it up for a few weeks to a few months, and then eventually not being able to continue it, let's break that cycle. Let's set some resolutions that are not about dieting, or that are in fact very anti-diet in nature. So one resolution you could set is to make 2019 the year that you don't go on a diet at all. How does that sound? Pretty awesome, right? Pretty freeing. That doesn't mean you're not paying attention to your nutrition, or you are not making choices about your food that are meant to promote your well-being, but it means that you are actively deciding, you are putting your your foot down, saying no to diet culture, that you are not going to fall for its lies and its traps anymore. You are not going to spend 2019 on a restricting, binging, or diet overeating kind of cycle. You are taking yourself out of that yo-yo pattern and putting yourself on a path guided by your intuition and your body's actual needs. So saying no to dieting and making 2019 the year that you don't go on a diet, I think could be a wonderful resolution to make. Another resolution could be to make 2019 the year that you take some active steps to heal yourself from disordered eating, an eating disorder, or just general like that yo-yo dieting cycle. So not just saying no, but going the next step and hiring a therapist, an eating disorder counselor, a weight neutral dietitian who can help you in the pursuit of finding more balance in your body with your diet, finding a better relationship with food, and learning how to eat in a way that is actually supportive of your health and wellness. So this could include also learning more about intuitive eating. There's a wonderful intuitive eating workbook by Evelyn Tribole, the original author of the well-known book Intuitive Eating, that could be a great guide for you to take you through learning how to eat more intuitively. Alternatively, you could also, like I said, hire someone, go seek out some actual medical treatment, because disordered eating and eating disorders are serious. They're super normalized by our culture. This time of year 100% normalizes disordered eating in every way, restriction, compensatory behaviors like exercise, and not just calorie restriction, but being restrictive about what types of foods to eat, cutting out entire food groups for non-medically relevant reasons, just in the name of morality and weight loss and perfection. So, saying no to dieting and then taking that next step to seek out the help, the tools, the resources that you need to heal from any kind of disordered behaviors or disordered relationship with food that you may have, that could be such a powerful and healing resolution to make for 2019. Another resolution you could make, and this is actually one that I am personally making for this year that is related to food, is to make a point of seeking out new recipes to add some more variety and novelty to my diet. I found that by the end of 2018, I was essentially cooking like the same 5 things over and over again because they were easy. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy eating those foods. They make me feel good when I eat them, but I was feeling like I wanted to spice things up a little bit. So this is a little more of a fun resolution, more of a culinary resolution, not just nutritionally related. But if you're finding like you've been kind of stuck in a rut when it comes to food, if you are bored with what you are eating, and especially if you are coming out of a space where you've been only making certain things for the purpose of dieting and restriction, now would be an amazing time to start to explore the world of food. Go to the grocery store and go through the produce section and find a fruit or vegetable you've never cooked with before and see what you can make with it. Look up a recipe that mimics something you've had in a restaurant that you would love to be able to make on your own, and see if you can replicate it. There are so many options, and cooking food for yourself is not just a very health promoting thing to do, but just a very empowering thing to do. It can help you in the process of healing from any sort of disordered relationship with food, and it can really help you feel more at peace with the food that you're eating, because you have that more intimate relationship with it. So learning how to cook in the first place, learning to cook new things, experimenting with cooking things that you have never tried cooking with before, that could be another food-related resolution for 2019. Next, I want to talk about some exercise and movement and fitness-related resolutions that you can make this year. So when I talk to people about fitness-related resolutions, it usually comes down to, well, 1, wanting to lose weight, obviously, and 2, wanting to stick to a very, very rigid protocol or schedule that they expect themselves to be able to maintain for the entire year, even though it's kind of extreme. And this almost never works out. And I'm sure you've been there before, you know, on like January 1st, buying a new gym membership, telling yourself you're going to go every single day. And, you know, going maybe a few times a week up until the beginning of March, and then never using that gym membership again. You know, we kind of set ourselves up for failure because we are expecting, one, so much. And it's coming from a place of lack, of feeling flawed, of feeling unworthy and not enough. And that is just a recipe to not want to do something in the long term. But long-term commitment to a movement practice and regularly moving your body in some way is so good for you. That's something we all know. Fitness is amazing if it's done in a way that is appropriate for the individual. So instead of just making that general resolution of I'm going to go to the gym every day, or I'm going to do this like crazy program I found on the internet so I can hopefully, you know, lose X amount of pounds by the end of February. No, none of that anymore. You've tried it before. It didn't work, and it's not going to work this time. So what could you do instead? I have some ideas. The first would be to make 2019 the year that you commit to finding the types of movement that you actually enjoy. As a personal trainer, I have interacted with countless people who are engaging in fitness in some way. And I would say for the most part, people don't like what they're doing. People are running because they feel like they have to run. They are going to boot camp classes because they feel like they have to go to boot camp classes. They are doing XYZ exercise or exercise modality because they have been told by someone that it is the correct thing to do, but they don't enjoy it much at all. And that sucks because fitness can be so fun. Like, moving our bodies is something that comes very naturally to humans. It's like imperative for our well-being and our survival. So we're supposed to want to move. We're supposed to want to be active and, you know, work and like engage in fitness. But you got to find the thing that you like. So in 2019, let go of any idea that there is a right way to do fitness. Let go of the idea that you need to choose the thing that is like the most effective for weight loss or whatever. Because honestly, the most effective type of exercise for whatever your goals are is going to be the type that you enjoy enough that you will be willing to engage with it day after day after day, week after month after year, you know? So don't pick the thing that has the potential to be super effective, and, you know, and only do it for 6 weeks. Pick the thing that you love, that adds so much value to your life, that you can see yourself doing for years to come. So, you know, sign up for a bunch of free classes at different types of studios. Try a couple types of yoga. Try a dance-based class. Try a spinning class. Hire a personal trainer for a few sessions who's, you know, maybe you can go on their Instagram, their social media, and see what their attitude, their personality is like, and maybe you'll love working with them. Try working out with friends. Try working out on your own, outside, indoors, watching a movie. You know, try lots of different things. Not worried yet about the outcome of the workout itself, but just trying to figure out, what do I actually like to do that I can see myself doing forever? The second, like, movement, physical activity based resolution you could make is to make 2019 the year that you finally address those nagging aches and pains in your body. Everybody has them. We live in a world that is not designed for optimal movement. You know, from the time we are children in school, we are constantly sitting. Then we grow up into adults, we are sitting in the car, on the couch, at our desk. We are, you know, living lives that are not, you know, kind of optimal for our bodies to move properly. And the consequence of that is that, you know, we get knee pain, we get hip pain, we get back pain. And so many people just try to go through their lives ignoring it, engaging in exercise that is contraindicated to the injuries that they may have, and not seeking out any kind of medical attention that could possibly be really helpful for alleviating that pain and healing an injury, or at least preventing it from getting worse. So I know this one's hard, and, you know, if you don't have health insurance, if finding a doctor that you can go to is challenging for you, I know, unfortunately, this is not This is not something that everyone can do. But if you have the means and if you have the access, I highly, highly recommend just biting the bullet and going to find out what is actually wrong. And now I just want to share a couple of just general health and well-being related resolutions or intentions that you can make for this year. The first one is to make this the year that you prioritize your mental health, your self-acceptance, and your self-love. This is hard to do, okay? And it might mean that you need to hire someone to help you out, some sort of body image coach or therapist, but it is so worthwhile. Instead of going through 2019 being just another year where you feel inadequate and you feel flawed and you can only ruminate on what you feel like is wrong with you, let's make this the year where you can feel more positive about yourself, about the way that you look, about just the way that you are. You know, working on your mental and your emotional health, your relationship with your body, it can change everything. So letting go of those resolutions that have to do with changing the way that you look or changing the way that you are, and adopting some new resolutions this year that are all about acceptance. This could be a game changer for you. I highly recommend it. That was my big initiative last year for myself, and 2018 was such a transformative year for me because of it. So hire yourself a coach, hire yourself a therapist, get yourself a workbook or a self-help book, start journaling, start meditating, start confronting, those bad things that you've been saying about yourself year after year, and let's get beyond it. Let's move on to something more positive and something bigger and better. The next resolution is to commit to surrounding yourself with a team of people who can support you on your body positive pursuits. So that could mean letting go of some toxic friendships or relationships that are not helping you on this. It could mean seeking out people who are going to be more supportive. So finding yourself weight neutral medical professionals, finding yourself other types of health and wellness professionals that have a body positive, health at every size mindset, who can help you with these specific nutrition and fitness and well-being related goals. So whether that is a personal trainer or a nutritionist or a doctor, a massage therapist, a chiropractor, I don't know, but finding people who have that shared mindset about body positivity, who will be able to help you and support you on this journey, that is so important. Seeking out friends who feel the same way, joining Facebook groups, following Instagram pages that, preach these same messages and beliefs that you really want to internalize, and finding those other people who can support you on this journey. Just kind of curating your social circle and your support system to be supportive of the type of life that you want to live and the type of relationships that you want to have with food, your body, and yourself. All right, y'all, the final idea that I have for you for 2019 resolutions is actually, it's kind of body positive because it doesn't have to do with your body at all. And in my mind, that's sort of the ultimate body positive thing to do, is to completely transcend beyond what your body looks like and how it functions to be able to focus on something else entirely. So for 2019, what is something you are passionate about? What is something you want to create? Some new career or hobby pursuit that you want to get into? Get into it. Stop letting your body be an excuse for why you can't start this thing, and just start it. If there's a business you want to start, just anything that you want to get into, a cause that you want to support, some type of activism or creative project, you want to write a book, make a painting, learn how to do something new. This is the year to do it. Your resolution doesn't have to do with changing your body or even have to do with accepting your body. You can completely forget about your body. Just let it exist and do the stuff that is actually important to you. And to be honest, like I said, I think that is the most body positive thing that you can do. You can be so positive that your body is fine as it is, that you're not even trying to change it. You can just go do what is actually important to you in your life, with your family, with your job, with your hobbies, with your passions, with anything. So, Happy 2019, y'all. This video was a little more casual, a little less educational. I hope you found it inspiring and helpful. And I would love to know in the comments, what are your body positive resolutions for 2019? Or not body related resolutions for 2019. I would love to know. Let me know in the comments. Please remember to like and subscribe. I post videos every few weeks about body positivity, health at every size, intuitive eating, all that good stuff. One of my resolutions for 2019 is to become more active on this channel, so I hope you will join me on that journey. I will see you next time. Happy New Year, everyone.